wild crawlers, it's Jack. And, or I guess it's Jack with the wild crawlers. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I didn't even think I was going to make a YouTube video today, but I guess we're in business. We're out here with the Red Cat, just me, Bear River State Park, our little boulder section. And, yeah, I recently did an upgrade on the Red Cat. I put a titanium chassis in from TCRC, and they forgot a part. Had to reach out to them on Facebook. They did message me back, and they are sending me the part now. So I will have a body mounted soon. Haven't made a bunch of content in the last couple days, about 2 weeks, I guess, so more than a couple days. But yeah, out here today, out here to give you guys a little bit of a demonstration of what this OG Red Cat Ascent 18 is capable of. The brushless system from Cedar, or from Fury Tech, the Cedar Python Pro combo that pretty much works out of the box with the Red Cat transmitter, and everything bolts right in. I've also done a steel transmission with steel gears on the inside. I didn't burn out the old transmission, I just didn't want to with the new torque from the new brushless motor. So yeah, I'll show you guys what it looks like right now, and then we'll move on. When you guys last saw the Red Cat, it did have the Endura IR60 body on it with a couple scale mods and just a little more stuff to make it look more like a mini truck. With this new chassis and the performance I'd like to achieve out of it, I am actually going back to the stock Red Cat body. Right now it doesn't fit at all because the mounts aren't in, but yeah, this is kind of what it's going to look like. I might be buying a new shell, we'll see what happens. But yeah, as you can see, the titanium chassis fits in there nicely. Okay, so my electronics aren't perfect right now. Still got to figure out what I'm going to do with all those. Running a 2S battery, and I feel like I have plenty of wheel speed. Let's get into the climbs. Okay, so this is our first boulder that we always test out everything on. We've been here since the beginning of the hobby, back in, what was that? The beginning of August is when we started doing this. Got pretty good at driving the lines. Done a few lines already for a TikTok video, and so kind of hit a couple of these already, so I've got it down. But something we haven't done before on this channel is drive out of this run. Usually it's a pick up the crawler, move on to the next. Still has the Red Cat steering angle. We're thinking about doing an axle swap to the new style of axles. I'm just gotta wait for a parts list pretty much. So this is usually where the line ends, right up here. There's a little bump right there, and you get on top of that, and then you're basically done. We might not be going any further this time. Oh yeah, that's game over. Well, okay, we made it that far. All right, driving out of that run was a bit of a fluke, but this is our second spot. This is where we do some nasty side hilling, and then some, I don't know, what I call some comp style aggression after that. The cleaner we can get the run, the better. This new chassis, look at that shock angle. That is the main thing that I was looking for, because with the release of the Apex just about, what, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago maybe? I think it was 2 weeks ago. That's the big difference between it and the OG Ascent, is that shock angle. And now with this chassis, we are in the ballpark of the same shock angle. We're starting to lose it a little bit here. Does need to slide out just a hair to get this turn correct. This brushless system from Fury Tech. Crazy control. Like, it just keeps crawling. Did notice something when we put on the aluminum skid. We do get stuck up here now on the breakover before we can get to the top. So we've got to goose it just a little bit. But then we get right in. God, this thing's so impressive now. There is one more area back in here. Follows up through this area. It's a little more trail looking in my opinion, but it is still pretty cool. We're gonna give it a crawl. See if we can't get all the way up and in. There's a few different directions to go. This way gets a little hairy on the exit. This way there's the big root, which really usually slows down all the crawlers we have. And then, yeah, I haven't really got the top figured out yet, but let's give it a try. Nice. Hit one more run through here. We're going to take the alternative route this time. Okay, this one is I don't really have an exit strategy. Where else can we take this? I don't really know where I'm going right now. I'm just cruising. Oh, okay. All right, let's get one more up the first one. Battery's still alive. Might as well just kill it. I remember hitting this with the original Red Cat, thinking, watching the tire slip all the way up and just so much. Now with this, it almost slips 0 for the same. Okay, it's almost completely different now. I think there's like the shocks, a drive line, and two links in the axles that are about all that is stock on this thing anymore. This is only the second time I've ever been able to drive out of this one, and we're not even there yet. Awesome. All right, guys, if you don't mind, I'd like to talk for a second about this Red Cat Ascent 18. It is the OG body style. That is what I was recommended as my first crawler, and I'm glad I went with it. Now, I have gone through, I'd like to say this is the 4th iteration I've done with upgrades. Yeah, and the whole thing has been a learning experience. I do believe where I was at when I started buying upgrades and where I'm at now is completely different. Pretty sure I could build something this capable for about $230 now, as opposed to the Well, we're probably about 600 into this build. Between everything we've done and each direction we've taken it, it's about where we are. That's about where we are with parts. And honestly, I'm okay with that because it taught me a lot about it. And so every build I do from here on out, I have those lessons learned. I'm not just going to be going into it blind. And that's a big part of this hobby from what I'm learning. So yeah, guys, thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope the sound was good. I kind of want to stick a mic right on it to where you can hear everything that the crawler is doing, because I don't think I'm going to add any music to this one. I think I'm just going to let it go and see how it does. I don't know. We'll see. I am thrilled with the way today went. The crawler is doing things I didn't think were possible. I never thought we'd drive out of this line. The whole time we've had it, I thought it would just be impossible. But here we are today. We drove out of it twice now. So yeah, big things in the future coming from the wild crawlers. Yeah, guys, we'll see you on the next one.